With the ZX Spectrum being some 40 years old now, it's getting on a bit, and so am I. But unlike me, there are a few things we can do with this to hopefully give it another 40 years. So before we get to all the good stuff of doing it, I'll take you through all the tools that I think you will need if you're wanting to have a go at this. And a thank you to my sponsor who makes videos like this possible. A big shout out and thank you to PCBWay for kindly sponsoring this video. With over 10 years in business, PCBWay specialise in low volume PCB production, whether that's through hole or surface mount or a combination of both. They also offer CNC machining and 3D printing services as well. With fast turnaround shipping and very competitive pricing, PCBWay make a great choice for your next project. So the first thing we're going to do in this video is we're going to get rid of this, the voltage regulator, and we're going to replace it with a much more modern and energy efficient version, which means we can get rid of this, the heatsink which goes along with it. It dumps a huge amount of heat inside the Spectrum, and heat for any electronics is a bad thing. So replacing it with something that's much more energy efficient and produces a lot less heat is going to be a good thing for the machine all round. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to recap everything. The problem with electrolytic capacitors is when they fail, they can make a huge mess inside. And when they do that, not only can the machine then stop working, but it can also cause damage inside the machine and cause damage to the motherboard and its traces. And last but not least, we're going to also replace the ULA inside the machine with one of these, a Retrolium Nebula. Now I can't show you it because I'm recording this having already fitted it, but you'll go on and see inside the machine. Now the reason that's a really good idea is because the ULAs run extremely hot and they also fail over time, which I would suspect is because they always run really hot. So I'm going to replace it with a modern equivalent. So there's a selection of tools that you'll probably need if you're wanting to do this yourself. A variable temperature soldering iron, a solder sucker, a selection of pliers, some solder, rosin core, some Q-tips, cotton buds, whatever you want to call them, some flux, a selection of screwdrivers, a stiff anti-static brush, chip puller, some solder braid, some form of magnification if your eyesight isn't perfect, some isopropyl alcohol, IPA, and some contact cleaner. And for those of you who've stayed to the end, here's a little Easter egg of my all-time favourite game, Manic Miner. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in another video soon. Bye for now.